So let's see what we can do. All right. All right. Technically, good morning, YouTube. It's your man, All the Way George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. And I have two very special, very special guests with me. I have Nakom Tala, the great warrior wolf, and her protege and up-and-coming wrestler, one Mr. Louis Leon, the Premier. Well, welcome, both of y'all. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all have an event coming up later on, and it's gonna be at let me see. Let me get it quick before I let's see. It's on here on my phone, and it's gonna be. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be live on Pro Wrestling for the North Atlantic Wrestling Association returns Saturday, which is today, the 21st, at Skip's Bar and Lounge, and it's gonna be a rematch between you and Jesse Nolan, and also Luis, you having a match there too?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know I saw your match. You're supposed to be for a title contendership because you fought that guy with the crazy guy with the girl carrying around. What the? That's crazy. But anyway, the question is, like I said, how, like both of you, how long, like I know, at least you're still young. You're still just starting. You're still a prospect. You're still up and coming. And Natalia, you've been in this game for at least how long?
About 6 years.
Yeah, and 6 years. And how did you get started? Because that's a big question. A lot of people like to know.
Do you want him to start or
you first? You and then we go with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started. Well, I actually not many people know this, but I actually originally started as I guess you could call a manager. Many years back before I even started wrestling. So I've been kind of in the business for maybe, let me think, about maybe 9-10 years, maybe I want to say. Because I think I was about 18 years old when I did that. And then I had my daughter, years later. I kind of stepped away from the whole wrestling thing for a little while. And a friend of mine, Sheik, not the Sheik that that's in like WWF, but a different Sheik. He's a great friend of mine. He's actually back in action after being in the hospital for a little bit of time. But he got me actually to training and said I should go to training and become a wrestler instead of being a manager from when I first originally started. And I always wanted to be a wrestler, ever since I was a kid. So I figured, why not? And I ended up falling back in love with wrestling again. And I've been doing this since. We're doing this for 6 years.
Mm-hmm. And Luis, how did you get into it? Being so young that you are, still wet behind the ears and breath smell like Similac.
Well, I basically got started like as a fan of wrestling. Like anyone who's in wrestling started. So whenever I saw guys like Rey Mysterio, guys like those, that I actually looked up to them when I grew up. Like that's the one thing I've always wanted to do. And then I ended up making the decision when I was 17 to, like, right after high school, I was going to look for wrestling schools and start. Me and my mom actually found a showcase for wrestling in Woonsocket, and
Rhode Island.
Woonsocket, Rhode Island, yes. I first went there, my first impression was like, wow, these guys really know what they're doing. Like, they have so much passion for what they do. Uh, the vibe there was amazing. Like, I knew like instantly like that this is the place I really need to be. And now just a year in, I'm out doing shows with Nakom Tala, helping me out along the way. So
Mhm.
this is a great school, amazing business to be in.
Yeah, because that's because like I said, y'all, this is good that especially she's been in the game for quite some time. You're coming up, and it's good, like, especially being a young person in this sport. Because I know, I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid, and this is before your time, and maybe pretty much before your time. I grew up watching, especially being from the South. I used to grow up watching NWA. That's like Ric Flair, Chief Wahoo McDaniel, Magnum TA.
Yeah.
Midnight Express versus the Rock and Roll Express. Then the WWE era, the WWF, not WE, WF. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, Randy
Macho
Savage,
Man.
Macho, oh yeah, and
Oh yeah, Macho Man.
and then yeah, Snack Man, Slim Jim, dig it. And then the Attitude Era. And then the Attitude Era, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, and I remember when Undertaker was Undertaker, when he wore the black hat, the purple gloves, he came in the ring, and we were little kids. He rolled his eyes in the back of he rolled his eyes in the back of his head, and said, "He has no eyes," and but like I say, it's a tough sport. It's like people might say it's sport. It's sports entertainment, and you have to be like 6% an actor and 40% a stunt man. Where I've seen it, because like I said, I've watched a lot, and I watch a lot of these. When a lot of wrestlers talk about, especially the bumps they got to take, you have to do.
Yeah, those hits and everything. You don't act. Those are actual hits.
Yeah.
Those things hurt.
Yeah.
There's no acting in that when you get hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And
when you
it's
take
just
a knife edge chop right to the chest, that stings to your soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to get. Oh no! Oh, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. He's precious.
He's got to learn somehow, right? I'm joking.
I like your relationship
because chops from you.
Yeah, that's true.
I like your relationship. I like your relationship because it's like y'all have like a sister brother kind of like relationship. That's pretty good, and that's good in especially in a sport like this, in a business like this where sometimes people can be friends and then there's backstabbing, and often sometimes even when you're wrestling with somebody, it's like there's difference between when you're wrestling with a friend, and sometimes y'all can be y'all have this y'all be synchronized. You know how to set your moves together. Everything is like works real well. And then sometimes you might wrestle somebody you don't like, and then like I know Ty, you still owe that guy Nick Diamond an ass whooping.
Yes, he definitely needs one. I don't know if you've seen the video is actually posted of my last match, and he ended up cheating again and pinned me again because he cheated.
Oh my God!
Not happy about that at all. But I'll definitely get him next time, and hopefully this time he'll actually be a man and actually not cheat.
He might as well just wear a dress and be a female. It should be, instead of intergender match, it should be woman on woman where he wrestles. But like I said, it's just the one thing is like you have a style look to you that reminds me of a wrestler I used to grow up, being from where I'm from. There was a wrestler by the name of Chris Chavis, but they call him Chris Chavez, and he was named Tatanka. Yeah, and he's from my area, which is Robinson County, and your look is kind of like his, because and your his background was that we have two tribes here in this county. It's called Tuscarora and Lumbee, and when I saw you, say, you know what, because I mentioned you say you hadn't wrestled out here in North Carolina, but you'll be perfect if you ever come down here, because you look, people will see you and you will look like a lot of this. We have women who are Lumbee that look just about like you, and your tribe is, what's your tribe again? Because I forgot you said
Abenaki.
All right, and that'd be a look for you because
We're
I like
all over the East Coast and Southern Canada. That's where we're all spread out.
yeah. And like I said, that's a look for you that works for you. You remember you used to wear the buckskins, but now you wear that blue outfit now, and that's a different
Yeah,
look for
I
you,
had
different
to
style.
retire that old gear. I had to switch it up to something new, especially for the new year.
Yeah, but it works for you. Like I said, it's always good for to adapt and change. And that's the thing is, and just that's your style. And Lewis, you got your style to you because you got that pretty boy swag. You with that you get your hair in a ponytail. And like I said, this is something I guess. And this is what I remember years ago when I was younger. We our local Walmart here opened up, and I remember I had got an autograph signed by the late Ivan Koloff, and that's great. And this is something I can recommend to you. If once things, I would say like a guy like you, because you still a social media baby. You just got Facebook. I told Kai you need to get more. You need to get TikTok. You need to get your Twitter. You need to get your Instagram. You need to get your Snapchat. You got to get
Yeah.
everything.
Sounds
And
familiar, doesn't it?
yes,
She's been
because
bugging me about that for a little
yeah,
while
I
now.
know, I know you. I know some guys are a little bit afraid of the internet, but it's the best way you can start. Also, this is the best way for you. Like whenever the new shows, your manager should give y'all flyers. Go to the mall. You stand out there. Take out the glasses. Wear your best, like something nice and fitting, something cute. You really the young girls will love guys like you. You know, and tell you certain guys will like you too, and that'll be perfect. Just put you out there, and they'll be like, "I'll come see her." Yeah. And the little girl say, "Hey,
That's what I think
Louis,
about.
hey." Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah, you'll get there one day.
yeah,
You
he'll
got
get
this.
there.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
this.
it won't take long to get there. 'Cause like I said, even though like
He's
y'all
very
just
good.
yeah, because it's just y'all just in a small like organization. It don't take much that somebody say, you know what? Like I know quite often some of these bigger organizations like AEW, Impact, also WWE. They often send
Mhm.
out scouts looking for new talent. There's other organizations that want to look for somebody to bring in because like especially over at WWE, I don't even watch it anymore. Barely. I might hear some stuff about it, and I just heard recently. Talia Valkyrie just got signed because her husband Johnny what's the face is over there, and then
Johnny
I
Everyman.
yeah, and also I know ROH right now they just started doing shows a while back because mostly just showing reruns, and I think they just dropped one of my wrestler I really like was Marty Skrull, the villain. He just had to go. I think he's somewhere. I think he might go to New Japan. Have you ever thought about once when the pandemic settled and everything, the travel restrictions are gone? Have you think about going overseas or across the border, and doing some shows there?
um, well, actually, I've been in talk with and actually an old friend of mine. I actually haven't heard from in a while, but I guess he's back into wrestling, and he was talking about me possibly going to Puerto Rico, possibly in the new year. Um, I did talk with someone about going to Mexico at one point, but then the coronavirus came around sadly, so I wasn't able to go to Mexico. But hopefully I can get in touch with that same person, maybe make my way down to Mexico. But for those who are watching, if you are from actually anywhere, I just post any companies you're interested in or know about for us to check out. So hopefully we can see you guys in your state or area.
Yes. Also, like anybody, like I said, if anybody's out here right now, because we're on a little bit late at night tonight, and I know some people are probably
Yeah.
sleeping, but if you watch this later, in the later when you get a chance, share this because and
Oh
see if
yeah, of
anybody
course.
has.
No, we'll definitely share this.
Hmm?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely share it.
definitely.
Yeah, I was also telling people out there, also any subscribers, anybody who watch this later, they can share this and
Okay.
see if anybody interested. Also, this is something. I do know. My mother, as you know, my mother passed away some time ago, and
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, I appreciate that. Her CNA, her son used to be a town cop in my town here, and he promotes wrestling. And I might do this. I might reach out to her and see, if I can, if he can get back with me. And if I call her, I'll probably see if I call in the morning. I might see if I can send her this copy of this video. I don't know if she got social media. I might see if she got social media, something like that, and see if
Okay.
her son. I know the kid. He's kind of like we used to call him. He's a very stout. He's a stout guy. So and well, he probably gonna hear it anyway. We used to call him Gary Coleman Cop. So and he does. I know he does promote wrestling. And once I think this might be good for you. Maybe if I can reach out to her and maybe you can reach out to me and maybe get some information to you. And maybe if everything settles down here, like with the pandemic, everything settled down a little bit, and traveling is a little bit better, and you get a chance, you can come down here and do shows here. I think, especially here, like wrestling is popular in the South, just like football. It's just a lot of people grow up, wanting it. Every so often, I know WWE and a couple of organizations come out, and they usually have they do the Crown Arena in Charlotte, not Charlotte. I mean Fayetteville every so often, or sometimes they go to Charlotte. But that'd be something. I'll see if I can reach out to her and see if he's interested. Maybe maybe get some promotions.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, that'd be awesome. I'll see you got my information, so you can always get in touch with me and Lewis as well. Yeah. So that'd be great. I've never been to your area, so that'd be a new state to add to my little list there.
Yeah, yeah, because that'd be good for you. Like North Carolina, if you like, you can do North Carolina. It's also we're not that far from where I stay. We're not that far from South Carolina. You can also hit Georgia. Those like Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. That's a very big, strong, popular wrestling community. There's a lot of small organizations, and like I say, quite often remember back in the day, WCW, they wrestled out of Georgia, and they had also in WE. I think they still have a training camp in Florida, and and sometimes all you got to do, you travel down here, and maybe you run into the right people. I know. I think Ric Flair still lives in Charlotte. Ricky Steamboat was his next door neighbor. A lot of some wrestlers still live in Georgia. You never know. You might go to an event, and then you might run into somebody.
Yeah, I've actually had a few shows where I bumped into some names and everything. I've met Coco Beware way back when. That was when I was like managing and stuff like that. I actually took a picture. I gotta find that picture somewhere. It's like deep in my computer that I don't even know where. But I remember I asked him. I was like, "Where's your parrot?" He said, "Oh, I stuffed it." I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I forgot what was it. I think it was what was his name? His parrot. I forgot. Was it Coco? No, it was Coco. It was something. I just remember the name that parrot. Name? Yeah, what was his name?
I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But but when I was talking to him, he's a very down to earth, very funny guy. And I've met Tito Santana actually at Showcase Pro Wrestling at one of the shows a few years back as well. He wrestled on our show as well. I've met quite a few people. Who were we talking about in the car on the way up here?
We met Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. I met at the last show actually up here in Maine. And then who else was it? The one that I had the video with.
Oh, Enzo
Amore. And I've met who else? Nyla Rose. Actually, Nyla Rose is like the coolest chick ever.
That's nice.
I met Nyla Rose at a show in New York. Tito was in Massachusetts, and Coco Beware. I think they're having like some get together or something in Massachusetts somewhere. So there was like a bunch of them. But Coco came in to check out the show way back when. I've met quite a few people through the years, and I love hearing their stories. I love listening to like what they have to say about the matches and everything, because obviously those are the people you want to talk to and learn from and fix whatever needs to get fixed or what I could have done better during the match and everything.
Yeah, because those are good people. That like you can like feed them information, and with their experiences, they can give you back what they know and what they can tell you. So like, you can do this a little better, that a little better. I mean, also, it's just so much because, like I said, wrestling is like, it's just, as a kid, I know we were told it's fake, and we like. Now I know I grew up now.
It is not fake. No.
That's how it was when I was a kid. I know because my mom saying like my saying like Hulk Hogan can't get hit, go like. But it's entertainment. That's the fake. That's it's soap operas for kids. That's what it is, and we love it. And and everybody has had their favorites. Like I said, my favorites were also coming to, like I said, was Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA and Stone Cold and The Rock and the Ultimate Warrior, and it was just so many great wrestlers. So many and they just really made. They're like they're the same. There's wrestling, WREAESTLING, and there's wrestling, RASSLING, and that's a big difference. And right now, it's more wrestling because it's getting to a point where it's not as entertaining compared to what it was. Like sometimes you have better script writers. Like I remember Chris Jericho and The Rock; they just had the best one-liners and stuff like that.
Yeah, wrestling. I agree. Like wrestling nowadays isn't the same. Yeah. I totally agree. Like sometimes I can't even watch it. Like it's just like, I'm done. I'm changing the channel. Like I feel bad because I love wrestling and I love supporting these wrestlers. But sometimes it's like you've seen it a million times and it's like I can't watch it anymore. Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree that sometimes I feel like a lot of the independent wrestlers that are out there now should be given a chance to get into these bigger companies like AEW or WWE, because I feel like we could change it up instead of I understand a lot of companies keep it old school, they like traditional stuff, but we have so many talented wrestlers out here that are willing to do whatever it takes to get to these companies. And they can definitely make a change and make things a lot better for more fans to love wrestling again. That's my opinion. But I mean, it's just these companies have to be more willing to change and accept change, which a lot of them aren't because they're so used to, one formula to work, and they know they'll get this amount of money from it. So they're afraid to change. That's their problem. If they're willing to change, and accept change, I feel like everything would be so much better and more entertaining, for the viewers as well.
Yeah. Also, we quite do often. You do intergender matches, and that's the thing. The bigger organizations, you like maybe back in the day when China was wrestling, every so often she wrestled guys, or there was there was Midnight. That's Andrea. That was Anne Marie Cook. She was a professional female bodybuilder. There was Nicole Bass, and a couple other women. Every so often they wrestled the men. I mean, I saw Ronda Rousey, who did the thing, but most time they don't do it because I often hear guys say that's more of a gimmick. It's more for a fantasy or something like that. But it's what it is. It's entertainment. It's something that gets people interested in seeing can a man beat a woman? And Luis, would you ever, if they're saying would you wrestle your big sister here when it came time to it?
I would love to get in the ring with her.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it like this. Yeah, like get out of the way, move away. I'm talking to the boy. Move out of the boy. Move out of the boy. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. No, don't you get your hand off him, woman. Move out. Let me talk to the boy. Push out of the way, boy. Let me talk to you quick. This is something between a man and a boy. A woman can't be in this. Move. Let the boy. Tell the boy. Come on, boy. Move. Tell him move. Come on, boy. I'm gonna talk to the boy. Come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Move now. Okay. Give him away. Just I like to say, move. Let me talk to the boy. Move. All right. All right, boy. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you this, boy. You better not lose no woman. You better not lose no female. You better win. You better whoop her tail. You better treat her like you were Ike Turner. Her name is Anna Mae. And tell her, eat the cake, Anna Mae. Eat the cake, Anna Mae.
Eat the cake, Anna Mae.
That's a joke for a reason, Lewis.
Oh yeah. Let me see your title. Now that's the title you won about this summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was for New World Wrestling Extreme.
Yeah, and that was when you want to shake the girl's hand, but she was like, bleh.
Yeah, she was. I guess you could say salty. Yeah. She wasn't exactly happy.
Yeah, and who was that? I forgot her name. Who's that again?
That was. Oh God, what's her name? I've only met her a couple of times. I totally blanked out on her name, but if I think of it, I'll let you know. But
yeah, you can send me the information later.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Well, whenever, just send me the information later, and we talk about it. Anyway, like I said,
DeVille.
Yeah, Queen DeVille.
Queen DeVille. That's what the name was, Queen DeVille.
Oh, so trying like Coretta DeVille. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, being a champion, because I know you wrestled, in different organizations, and you've been a champion, and how it feels like when you win that belt, and especially you've been struggling, you're fighting, and then sometimes a few times you've been close to it, and then you just either by a pinfall or somebody might take and put their legs in the ropes and the referee don't see it, or they grab your tights and the referee don't see it, or they hit you with a chair. I mean,
Yeah, that guy Nick knows a lot about pulling tights and cheating, so yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah. Hey, right here is my friend, Coach Sheridan Harrison. This gentleman, he has a site called CS Combat Sports. If y'all get a chance, check him out. He talks to WMA. He does boxing. Yeah, he also a while back he did an interview with Jazz, and he also asked this does she know? Do you know Jordan? Yeah, we also want to know. Do you know Jordan Grace? I know you heard Jordan Grace, but you ever crossed paths with Jordan?
Not that I can think of, and not that I can remember. No.
Yeah. How about Faye Jackson?
Faye Jackson. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't think I've crossed paths with Faye Jackson.
Well,
no, I don't think so.
Like anybody? Yeah, anybody that other than like the ones that not competing, like the guys who are now like kind of known, like have you met before they became big stars, or or just guys who just got to the big time yet?
Anthony Green got signed recently, I heard, and also Christian Casanova also got signed. I believe I saw on the internet it was either with AEW or WWE. I met them a few years back. Actually, I think before I even started wrestling, I met them back then, and they honestly haven't changed, personality wise, which is great. And I hope they keep up the hard work because they definitely deserve it. They've worked so hard. They've pushed themselves to the limit and everything, and I'm proud of them.
Yeah, that's good. Well, also, recently I know you got caught. You said you had caught the COVID virus, and you were and I know because I sent you a care package, and I hope you can.
I appreciate you doing that. By the way, thank you.
Yeah, because I understand. Because like I said, the reason my mother, that's what that killed her. And I try to, anytime I hear something like that, I want to help somebody, because I mean, my mother was already sick because I was taking care of her for about 5 or 6 years. And then she went to the hospital, she got sick, and then, and me and COVID, we're enemies. I don't like him. He took my woman, the one true woman, because that's what it is, because you're a mother. You know how much we love we love our mothers, and Luis, you and your mother, and there's that old saying, a boy's best friend is your mother, because I know your mother was the one helping you get your into sport, and that's great. As long as you have that, that's a precious thing, because every time you can see her, I'll tell you both of you, if your mother's still around, let her know you love her, because and that's just a precious thing. Also, what's that?
Oh, the tapping? Oh, it's just the heater. I apologize. I'm sorry. The heater's kind of loud over here.
Don't apologize for the heater. That's the heater's fault. That's the motel we need to work with. Anyway, but, this is also thing is like you're on the road. You're a mother. I know your little girl miss you sometimes. How that feels, but sometimes you got to be away from her some days.
God, it's tough because obviously that's my little baby, that's my little wolf, and when I'm gone, I always make sure I call every night when I'm gone, especially like this weekend. I'm gonna be gone for a couple of days. Although she's with her father, so she's fine, obviously. But I just wish, hopefully, when she gets older, one day I can take her with me onto these trips. I mean, she loves wrestling. Like, well, not now because the whole COVID rules, she can't be at training with us and stuff. But before, she used to run in and out of the ring. She used to try and pretend to wrestle the guys and stuff. And she just loves it. She's been around it since she was literally a baby, like an infant. Like she was around it since then, so she absolutely loves it. And she always likes watching my matches. And sometimes when I get beat up a little bit, she'll get mad and then she'll say boo to the other guy. Or the rare occasion she'll like the person I'm wrestling and she'll root for the other person. And I'm like, really? What about me?
And Louise,
there's a girl I used to wrestle. Her name's Amanda Fox, and she loved Amanda Fox, and she used to root for her. I remember one show. It was actually at Showcase Pro Wrestling. It was at the home building, and she came out, and I'm waiting in the ring. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to wrestle, and then she goes, "Hold on. I gotta say hi to my number one fan." And then she turns around and walks to my daughter, mind you. And everyone's like, oh no, because they all know it's my child. So, of course, that kind of made me mad. I was like, oh, come on. I was like, just get in the ring. Let's end this. We're done. Let's go.
It's kind of like back in the day when when Baby Doll had to choose between Dusty Rhodes or Telly Blanchard. And Lewis. Yeah. And Lewis, how does your mom feel seeing her baby boy being bumped around, thrown around? She ever want to jump in the ring and hit the guys?
Well, the funny thing is, she almost did when I made my debut. When I made my debut in the Gauntlet for the Gold at Marchiversary 14 for a showcase, and I was getting chopped the entire night. Like my chest was red, almost bleeding. And my mom wanted to just go in the ring so bad and just go and just like, get off my baby. But my aunt was there. I was like, no, chill.
I can imagine your mom. Oh my goodness.
And Luis, let me. Now you're Spanish, right? What's your ethnic background?
Puerto Rican.
Oh my God! Oh God! Son! I should have. Puerto Ricans and Cubans. When it comes down, you better hope your grandma not there either. Your abuela. Oh God. I know some Puerto Ricans. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's some fine ass women, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
but like I said,
we have Puerto Ricans. We have some beautiful women.
Yeah, they do. Like one of my favorite actors is Jennifer Lopez. I always loved her back in the day.
Goddess,
J-Lo.
Goddess.
Oh my God, she's not as
I know she's still Jenny from the Block. I know she's still Jenny from the Block.
Yeah, she's not as bootyful as she used to be. But she's still beautiful. But like but with the career wrestler, y'all traveling, and I know this is a hard part of it, and like I want to do this for you, Luis. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sing you a little something, and I was sending it through Nakoma, and I know it's hard for y'all guys, especially when you're not in the big time. You're not getting the big dollars. I'll try to see something to help you out every now and then, and I might even see a little package like I did Nakoma, because sometimes they help you out, like when you're hungry, you're on the road, or something like that. And also when you're like when you're training, you need something a little help. I'm like, I'm gonna try to help you out some, because like I said, for like so a long time, I like to take care of somebody, because I got a nephew your age. He's actually my great nephew, and he's about your age, and I like to see somebody young like you get yourself settled, yourself started up. You got your big sister right there helping you out, and if you want me, you can call me your uncle if you need to, because I'd be happy to help you out, son. Yeah. Y'all still there? Y'all still there?
Oh, it's loading. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's what happens when you're out in the woods. You
hear me?
Yeah, we're still here. Sorry.
It was glitch.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You being the bonus? Yeah. Me sometimes my
Can you hear
computer's.
us?
Yeah, my computer's kind of old too, and I live out here in the country. Where I live in town, but it's more country.
Okay.
We have a one-stop light. We have
Yeah.
we got two gas stations, one grocery store, and a Dollar General and a Family Dollar.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Hancock, Maine right now. That's where we're tenting out, I guess you could say, for the night. And then tomorrow we're gonna head to the show, and we gotta get there early. I think 10 o'clock is when we gotta get there to help set up, because you always gotta pay your dues and everything, of course. Help set up, help put the ring together. So that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow, and then get some pictures done, some promo pictures, and then sing. And one day you'll get on the pictures.
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
I'll get my pictures done and
yeah. Because remember, Luis, you pass the picture out to the little girls, and they'll be your biggest fans. You're like, they love you long time, Luis. They love you long time, and Nakoma, say, Luis, so pretty. I love you long time, Luis. And like what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna hold you up too long. And like I said, y'all get your rest, because I know y'all been on the road. But y'all like this, like y'all can do me a favor, like cut like a wrestling promo, like you would if you were doing like you was on television, like if Tony Schiavone or Jim Ross or somebody like that approach you, like do a little wrestling promo.
Oh, right now? You want to go first? Or?
Go ahead.
Well, later today, at the North Atlantic Wrestling Association, I, Luis Leon, the Premier, will showcase all of his talents to all of Maine. So whoever the opponent may be, you better not be afraid of what the Premier brings to the table, baby.
That was actually
He still needs a little work.
We still have promo practice at Showcase.
So let's go to the professional.
I wouldn't say professional, but all right. All right, tomorrow at NAWA. I almost said the wrong promotion.
Wait. Okay, let's take two.
Tomorrow at NAWA, me, Nakom Tala, Great Warrior Wolf, will be facing against Jesse Nolan, who is a student for them up here in Maine. But what she doesn't realize, she may be a student, but she's also going against a warrior. And she's on her property, on her land. So she is by herself in my ring, in my sacred circle. So she can try all she wants, try all the tricks she wants. But I've been here for 6 years for a reason. I've bled and I've sweat more than any man and any woman in that ring. And I dare her to try and step up to me tomorrow.
Ooh, you see that, boy?
Not the greatest promo, but
it's
better
pretty
than
good.
mine.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, like I said, I do appreciate your time. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all rest. Like I said, the event is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be in. Let me get my let me put my phone up again. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's taking me a second. The event will be live at Skip's Bar and Grill at 280. What's the name of that place?
It's the name of it is Skip's Bar and Lounge, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's 280. What's that? I'm trying. 280.
288 Narragansett Trail, Buxton, Maine.
All right. The doors will be open at 3:30. Bell time at 4. At 4 o'clock sharp. Be there. Be square. You know, masks are required. You'll be social distancing.
Wear your mask.
Yeah, wear your mask. Don't take no chances. Viruses. You know, don't take no chance with it. Come support my girl, the lady. This woman, she is a warrior. She's a great warrior wolf. This is Nakom Tala. You know, come check her out on social media. Also, she has a talent. She makes jewelry. She also does pottery.
Yep.
You know, check it out if you want something you want made. You know, send it to her. She does some great stuff. Yep. And also her up and coming prospect right here. You know, the kid. You know he's still wet behind the ears. Breath smell like Similac. Mr. Louis Leon, the premier. And I mean, and I hope y'all have y'all do pretty good. Y'all win y'all shows. And like I say, I really appreciate y'all coming in. I know everybody out there in the pro wrestling world. And like I said, I'm gonna go like this. If you smell what Nakoma and Louis cooking. So I appreciate your time. Yes, it came in use. Thanks to Rock. So I appreciate your time. And as I'm gonna like this, it's your man, aka All the Rage George Page. I want you to like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out. And y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Yeah.